Good morning, guys and girls. How about it? How about it this morning? Hey, we're coming at you for another Monday morning live. Whoa, let's get the boat rocking. Another weekend rates. So we're going to see what we can come up with. See what's going on this week, starting out on Monday morning. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Atlanta, Georgia. 150-mile deadhead. So it's a 150-mile radius for today, August 27th. And before I dive into this, let me go ahead and address something. I had a couple people talk about, the rate, some of the hot loads I showed last week, they was all under $2 a mile. Well, without going too far into detail about that, it's a long run, so you can't say, oh, I ain't running that run. It's 3,000 miles, because it's under $2 a mile. You can't base your set rate at a per mile basis, because, like, for example, the run I'm on right now, I'm getting $4 a mile, but it's pick up today, deliver today, and it's less than 200 miles. So I've actually ran this loads like this with this mileage for like $6 a mile. So it's all the freight and lanes. It all has differences. It depends on the lane. It depends on the distance. And it just depends on how bad they need that load moved. So don't be one of those guys that says, I don't touch anything under $2 a mile. Because I'm going to tell you right now, this load I'm on right now, I wouldn't touch it for $2 a mile. Wouldn't even got my attention. But $4, we can talk. But if you want to know more information about that, about the load rates and stuff like that, let me go ahead and turn you on to my buddy LoShawn Parks. He's got a trucking channel. It's called Trucking with LoShawn Parks. And he goes live every Tuesday. So tomorrow he's going to be doing a live broadcast on this topic right here. So head on over to LoShawn Parks, Trucking with LoShawn Parks. I'll put a link down in the description. Go over and sub to him. Catch him live tomorrow. He goes a lot more detail about that. So I'm just going to cover the rates and the volumes in hot markets in the country. So let's dive on in. Hit search. Come on, SlowNet. All right. Oh, come on now. Internet's a little slow. All right, right now we're coming in at 926 loads in a 150-mile radius. 926. Let's see what these guys are offering. Apparently my internet don't want to go fast here. There's Post Falls, Idaho. See, there's another case in point. It's 2,400 miles out of Conyers. They're trying to push it for $44.50. But over here it don't have a 15-day average. The 30-day average has been a little over $5,000. So keep that in mind. Now let's go ahead and give you an example of what I was talking about a second ago. Here's one. That's Florida, so that's a different ball game. That's a different area. All right, here you go. Here's Fort Payne, Alabama to Greensville, South Carolina. 246 miles. They're trying to push it for 1,000. And let's see what that load's been going for. Oh, it's been going for $7.25. So it's been coming in right around the $3 mark, $3 a mile range. And right now, who's got that load? Global Trans. They're trying to push it for 1,000. So that load pushing for nearly $4 a mile. So that's what I was talking about. All right, let's go back to the top of the page. If I can figure out how to get there. Conyers to Smelterville. Where's that Smelterville at? Idaho as well, coming in. That's been going for about 5,000 as well. Fresno, California, out of Macon. They're trying to push it for $4,000. That load's been going for $36.94 on average. So Unicron Logistics Solutions. They're pushing that for above average rate. So that shows, the volume's pretty good. They can't get nobody to cover it. Arizona, they're trying to push it for 27. That load right there has been going for right about $3,100. So you got some negotiating there. So That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Atlanta Grand Forks, 2,300. Atlanta Sioux Falls, 2,000. Lithia Springs, Fort Lauderdale, 2,000. Chattanooga, Orlando, 1,850. Hey, that's a good rate right there. That's normally about $1,600 unless it's went up. 1,888. No, that's about right on track. It's about right on track. Miami, Ackworth to Miami, 700 miles. That's been going for about $2,000. So just a little shy of $3 a mile. So right now at 11:08 a.m. Monday morning, Atlanta market showing pretty strong. Let's try the Dallas area. 150 mile deadhead on Dallas. Come on, Dallas. Dallas is coming in with 444 loads. That's a little low. Let's see what kind of hot offers is out there. I doubt it's going to be a lot because this is Monday morning after the truck show come in. So there's a lot of trucks looking for a load. And let me see if I can clear some things out. See if I can speed up my internet here. All right. Wichita Falls of Salem, Oregon, coming in at $3,600. That's a Landstar Enway. And that load's been going for about 37, so they're not too far off. It's pretty impressive for Landstar. And guys, if you're BCO for Landstar, man, you get top rates, you get shipping rates. But if you're independent and you deal with Landstar, man, we try our best, and they usually just, they don't want to come off the rates like such as a BCO, because a BCO you're getting your 65% or 72% of the shipping rate. But if the agent's trying to push it to the open market, us as an independent, we've got to negotiate and see if we can get that competitive rate. And a lot of times it's just not going to be the case. They're trying to move it for nothing. They're trying to make 25 to 40% off a load, which, I mean, you can't blame them, but it's our responsibility as a trucker and the driver and the booking agent to not book with them for cheap freight. All right, let's go back here. Tyler, Texas to Reno, coming in at 3. That's load right there. It's been going for about 33. Can you see that over there? Let me see if I can turn this. Right here, which is what I'm talking about, the 15-day average. So that load's been going for about 33.44. Casper, Wyoming, out of Forsberg, Texas. Forsberg. That's been going for about 26.50. So that's competitive right there. You can get that up a little bit. Lakeland, Florida, out of Grand Prairie for 22. You can get more than that. I've ran that lane quite a few times, and I think I've got over $3,000 a couple times. But 15-day average is 25. Yeah, it's been a while since I've ran that lane, but I was getting around 3 on it. Lakeland, Polk City, Florida. All right, Virginia. You want to go to Virginia, out of Waco. U.S. Express is trying to push for 1,900, and it canceled. But he'll give you an example. It still goes for about $2,064. So just a little shy of $2 a mile on that one. Albuquerque, they're trying to push that in for $1,500. It's been going for about $1,669. So there's some negotiating on that one as well. So let's say you want to go north out of Texas. Here, Wichita, Kansas. FLS Transportation Services trying to push this low for $700, which is canceled. But it's normally going for $860. So on that mileage, ain't too shabby, especially to get you back up in that area. I mean, all right. Well, the Dallas market, Dallas-Fort Worth area, it's not coming in too strong. 443 loads in a 150-mile radius. All right, let's check out Tracy, California. Oh, I'm losing my thing here. Tracy, California. And this is going to cover all of NorCal, the hot markets anyway. Now, if you get off in the boonies, it ain't going to cover it. It's pretty solid. It's coming in at 751 loads and 150 miles of Tracy, and that's pretty solid for that area. So if you're in Northern Cal, you should be able to get a good load out. All right, Woodland, California to Norfolk, Virginia, coming in at 2,900 miles. They're trying to push that load for $5,500. Right over here in the column, that load's been averaging 71.67. So remember that. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, that load going to Norfolk. That's a 7-stack run right there. But see, they're trying to, if they can push it for 55, they're just making, what's that, about $1,900 profit? 15, 36 on the profit. I mean, that's a good profit just to book a load. Let's see, Bell Count, Maryland, coming in at 55. That's a good long run. That load right there has been going for about 73. Let's see, go down to PA. They're trying to push it for 5. Man, these loads are coming in pretty good. I'm impressed. That load's been going for about 57. Green Bay, Wisconsin, coming in at 51. So there's negotiating right there. That load, if I was called about that load, I say, you know, I'm calling about this load to Green Bay, and they're going to say, yeah, they're going to go in the spiel, tell you the pickup, the drop, the weight, how the length of it, and how much they're getting for the rate usually lasts. And that's when I say, all right, brother, hey, I run this lane pretty often, so I've been getting about 52 on it. What can we do about that rate? Or go 53 or 55. And then set the bar high and let them counter. And if I'm stuck on 51, I'm not going to go under 51. And if they can't match me on 51, I'm going to say, all right, man, well, I'll tell you what, if anything changes, you call me back and get off the phone with them. Let's see, Minnesota's coming in about 4,300. There's room to negotiate that one. Let's see if we can find, here you go, in Oregon. This is the good lane right here. It's 751 miles, and it normally goes for 23, 26. See, that's over $3 a mile from Fresno to Portland. That's a good lane. That's a hot lane. If I was in California, I'd be running north and south. Now, Knight Logistics is trying to push this load for $3,200. Now, come on, man. 750 miles for $3,200. That's good. That's a good load. That's a good load, good rate. I'd be all over it. Lithia Springs, Amarillo. Oh, turn some AC on up in here. Auburn, Washington. That's coming in. Global Trans, trying to push it for 24. That load's been going for about 25.84. So still a good rate for less than 800 miles. I mean, that's over $3 a mile going up to the Northwest. All right, moving on. I'm going to do 2 more markets, and we're going to get off here. Let's see. Let's do Washington. Oh, not the state. Well, I ain't going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to cut this thing off. Too much vibration come in. All right, Washington coming in. That's pretty strong. Washington coming in at 150-mile air radius from Washington. Coming in at 592 loads available. And let's see if they got any hot markets, you know, hot offers trying to push. Oh, shit. Massachusetts, $5,400. That's been going for about 55, so it's pretty decent. Orlando for 45. Come on now, that load right there needs to be about 7,000. They're trying to push it for $4,500. Go down to Orlando. The average has been 51.69. That's a lot of miles. Ohio, they got some Ohio coming in for 26.34. That's been averaging about wow, 3,600 there. See, $1,000 less than average. Anyway, they're going to try to push it, and you got to stick to your guns. All right, let's see what New York. See what New York's doing. and then we're going to check the mother load, and then we're going to get off here. I'm holding you guys up too long. Whoo-wee. Not too bad, not too bad. New York, 150-mile area radius, 1,091 loads. Go west for 44, Reno 37, go down to California for 35, Grand Junction, Colorado, 3,300. Let's see, here's a short. Well, I guess it's not a short. New Hampshire, that's a good run right there. 1,000 miles for $3,200. Let's see, down to Florida for 3,000 with chop tank. That load's been going for 34 chop tank, so negotiated up. Davenport coming in at 27. So not too shabby on the New York side. Now let's go to the motherland, Chicago. Nope, not Wisconsin. Illinois. 150 miles radius of Chicago. Comes in 2,698 loads. Not too shabby for a 150-mile radius. So, as again, if you're in the Chicago land, plenty of freight, plenty of freight. So, they got a Prince George they're trying to push for 5,400. San Francisco, 4,600. Going over to Utah for 42. Los Angeles for 39. What's that Los Angeles usually go for? That's an easy run. You just hop on 80, shoot down to Reno or Vegas, and just straight in. Man, that's a good load. The average has been $2,900. They're trying to push it for 39. See, here's a good case in point. There's done circulated 2,700 loads. There are 2,700 loads in this area, and I guarantee you there's not enough trucks to push it. So they're going to come up on the rate to get that load moved and get it covered. So Chicago is still strong, strong, strong. All right, guys, I'm going to go cut it short. That's this week's edition of Weekend Rates. The rates are coming in pretty solid. You want to be in Chicago. Washington's coming in pretty strong. New York's coming in pretty strong. The South around Atlanta, that's decent, you know. And Dallas is a little dry. So be sure you got something coming out of Dallas. And if you're going to Dallas or Texas in general, be sure to have you something booked before you get there. Book it in advance. Yes, book it in advance. If it's lower than rate than you want to that you normally haul for, I'd go ahead and book it anyway. Because let me tell you what's more important than losing a quarter or 50 cents a mile. It's going to cost you more money sitting around for tomorrow. So if you can get that load, it pays normally $2, and you can get it for $1.75 and be rolling today. You're going to make more money today, tomorrow, versus waiting on that load to get your $2 and not be able to roll it out until tomorrow. So book it in advance, and if it's a little low, grab it and go. It's going to cost you more money sitting around waiting on that high dollar load in a dry market. And get your butt up here to Chicago, and then you can make it up. That way you can get that 50 cent over your normal operating costs come in. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to come back here shortly, and I'm going to see if I can't chop one out with the reefer rates and the flatbed rates, and post that up as well for reefer guys and the flatbedders. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you next week on Weekend Rates. See you, bye.